rash to dismiss an entire field like that.
Yes, that's exactly what he'd say. Not only did he believe psychotherapy was worthwhile, he also thought the mind was fundamentally irreducible after a certain point. As if there was some undefinable, ineffable soul inside every person. It's all part of his silly, syncretic New Age belief system. Amazing he's held on to that for so long. I keep an open mind, but saying that something can't be represented with numbers requires a high burden of proof. After all, numbers have been used to represent so very many things.
Oh, right.
Consider the example we spoke about before. A poem. Could you evaluate a poem using numbers? The answer is, of course, yes. Poems are either good, mediocre, or bad. It's entirely possible to create a heuristic that reflects the difference. By aggregating a large enough sample size, we remove localized biases. It would work the same way Eliza does.
I don't think poems. I'm gonna disagree with him. Me personally, I don't think poems could be good, mediocre, or bad, because a lot of poems are a lot like actual poems, not somebody saying the dog went to the store, the dog fell on the floor, you know. I mean, like someone actually doing poetry. A lot of that's an expression of how they're feeling or what they see or whatever, you know. So I wouldn't say it's good or bad. That's just like art. Like I wouldn't say someone's art is good or bad when they're expressing themselves. They're intangible, something that will fall into qualitative data, which isn't numbers. Exactly.
I think I might disagree, Rainer.
But don't tell me you're an essentialist too. Algorithms can evaluate poems, and eventually, algorithms will write poems. One day, algorithms will write better poems than humans ever have. I know this sounds like a controversial opinion, Evelyn, but it's simply the truth.
I mean, that would be your truth. It sounds like our days are numbered.
Sounds like our days are numbered.
Pun intended.
It doesn't matter. There's no stopping it. If we don't take this step, others will. There are hundreds of labs working on the same or similar ideas. Everyone wants to be in this business, the business of recreating human thought in our own image. And at the end of the day, it's not about money. It's about power.
This guy.
Control.
Rainer, do you ever get tired of this?
No.
The constant drive to compete, to win.
He's an alpha male.
I don't. This is what I do.
You never dream of just retiring somewhere and writing poetry.
Oh, there's no need for me to write poems. All beauty in this world is temporary, fleeting.
Oof.
That's the truth that underlies poetry and every other art.
I hear bad art all the time when I listen to
pleasures
radio.
of the senses are just small
But Prism, that's
bubbles
still
on top of
subjective.
a vast sea of forms, sensations, perceptions, thought, awareness. I'm telling you this because it's directly relevant to the Eliza project. Soren says he can induce you to dream things, dream anything. And maybe he can. But what comes next after that? What comes after having the power to experience the dream of anything you could possibly want? You're still just as trapped as you've always been, imprisoned by your own desires. Even if someone like Soren managed to create a world for himself, his own weaknesses and negative
I feel like I
thoughts
was
would
yelling
ruin
at y'all instead of just talking.
He would poison his own fantasy. His utopia would crumble as soon as he finished building it.
Soren's an alcoholic,
Rainer,
though.
what are you trying
and
to
that's
tell
what's
me?
gonna mess him up.
What I'm trying to tell you is that what Soren is doing is not the answer. A dream by itself isn't enough. Take a close look at the person who chases an end to suffering, and you'll see someone who suffers greatly.
We know he suffers. He told us. Then why don't you build it yourself? No. Maybe not, but it could be a start.
Maybe not, but it can be a start.
Now, I don't like
What is
Soren,
your dream, Evelyn?
but I don't like Rainer
What is
even
it that
more.
you're working toward?
Just tell me what you want from me.
I've been very clear about it, haven't I? I'm offering you the opportunity to re-enter the field you pioneered at its very pinnacle.
Bro, just say I want to
I can
hire
build you an
you.
entirely new research lab, equipped and staffed however you want. You would have access to the world's top engineers and researchers as we continue to develop Eliza's
what this
core
tells me-
technologies and generalize them.
What this tells me about these two, about Rainer and Soren, they have all these ideas, but y'all both need Evelyn. Which means if you need Evelyn, how good is your idea really? Honestly.
You'd also be working with the world's most interesting data set, the input provided by the thousands of ordinary people who speak to Eliza every day. Soon, this generalized intelligence will be everywhere human beings are, hearing them, guiding them, living among them.
You and Soren have more in common than you'd want to admit.
You think we're both grandiose?
Yep.
Soren's idea isn't grandiose at all. It's small and unimaginative.
You looking down on him is why
Think
y'all are
about
the
vision
same.
here. General artificial intelligence, indistinguishable from human intelligence at first, and then surpassing it exponentially. It's nothing short of the creation of a new type of organism, a new type of life. And you, Eliza, could be at the very center of it.
Eliza.
I mean, Evelyn.
That was an interesting slip of the tongue.
Stop it. The Eliza project occupies much of my
No,
mind.
you see me as a program.
It clearly does.
Plus, the names are similar.
I'm starting to wonder why.
Evelyn, listen to me. This is the chance to lead a
He
project
screwed
that will
up.
change the
He
world.
sees her as a program.
It would be a development on the same order as the harnessing of electricity or the semiconductor. It would fundamentally transform society.
I'm not sure I want to transform society.
Tatsuma.
What? Do you like the way things are now? Lie back and let the sweep of history bury you if you want, Evelyn. Just know you'll never have a chance like this again.
Rainer, screw you. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Dang it. Rainer's words echoed in my head for a long time. Is this what I want to do? No. Do I get to choose? They better let me choose at the end. Oh, it's a black chick again. She looks tired. I'm tired too. It's been a busy day. I mean, busy, difficult few weeks. I hope I come out of this with a way forward. She's swiping and tapping on a specific rhythm. Must be playing some type of game. She's playing Muse Dash. Same route, different reason. Feels strange. Alright, what's on my phone? Proxy. Safety reminder. Ooh, yesterday there was a minor incident at an office. It says a client started screaming at the proxy. Oh, so Ray, you can do something. Interesting. Interesting. I have an appointment. I don't want to go. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Scandal Wellness. Oh, it's my turn. Eliza is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Eliza is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. But we have been giving people medicine. We've been prescribing medicine to people. If you believe you're experiencing serious mental health issues, seek care from a licensed mental health professional. Protecting your privacy, blah, blah. Y'all better read them terms and conditions. People agreeing to their transparency mode. Bro, who is my proxy? A linked Scandal Wellness account was not found. You can link your skill. I don't want to link it. In order to get started, Eliza, examine you be feeling over the last blah blah. Are you feeling down, depressed, or hopeless? Well, technically she has. She's been feeling hopeless. So I'll say yes. I have been feeling tired or having little energy. She hasn't been tired. I've been experiencing trouble. Well, she hasn't been doing that either. I've been feeling nervous, anxious. She's been a little on edge. Yeah, she's having some trouble relaxing. I'm easily annoyed. Yes. I have been afraid as if something terrible might happen at any moment. Well, I'm on the fence about that, so I'll say no. Thank you for registering with Eliza, your counseling partner. We hope you enjoy your Eliza experience. Who's my proxy? It's the same room I use. I guess I just sit here and wait for my proxy to show up. I feel like I've been waiting for a while. I hope the appointment actually got made. Here she comes. I think I've seen her around here before. I don't know her name. I wonder if she recognizes me too. I was like, so they do sit in the room.
Hello, Evelyn.
Hello?
Did you find the place okay?
Yes.
I work
I work here.
Of course. It's been a windy morning, hasn't it?
Yeah, I kind of like it when it's like that, honestly.
Oh, Jesus.
The one makes it feel like things are changing. Or about to change.
I'm gonna just be quiet for this.
So, what brings you here today?
Well, I've been a proxy here for a while now. And, well, I guess I don't know what I expected. There's just so much suffering and pain in the world. There's the suffering we know about, the kind we see on the news, and then there's the suffering people undergo every day that's hidden. I never knew how much until I started doing this, seeing it all like this. And there's so little we can do for them. I feel like maybe I was really, really wrong. Like, I made a huge mistake. I wanted to create something that would help people, but when I first designed the core of this system, I wanted everyone to have someone to talk to. Someone who would listen to them. I thought, sometimes that's all you need. Someone to listen. But now I'm worried what I've done hasn't helped at all. Maybe I've made everything worse. Clients are asking Eliza to solve things that are out of its ability to solve. It's aggregating sensitive personal data, and the company that owns it wants to take it in strange directions. It's been 3 years since I left. I thought I was well enough now to come back into the world. But maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I made a bad choice trying to get involved again.
Why do you think you tried to get involved again?
I guess I needed to see it.
Thanks, robotic
I needed to
answer.
see it operating, to see if it works, to see how it affects people. How it affects the people who come here for counseling and the people who act as proxies. Even though the proxy thing, that wasn't my idea. It was Soren's. I thought talking to a computer-generated avatar would be enough, but he insisted on it. He said clients would only really open up if there was another real human being in the room.
Yeah, but they don't
Someone to
act like
pretend to
humans
interact
though.
with. I think he was right, but have we really solved
He was
anything?
right, but the
Now
proxies.
instead of 2 people in a room talking, we have 1 person and 1 proxy.
Yeah.
It feels like less than it could be.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to say to someone who feels such pain,
I remember
anger,
him.
and disappointment?
He was going through.
A lot of the time, it's not even their fault. The world failed them somehow. And those emotions, they just get fed to this thing. They get ground up and turned into data and become a part of Eliza. If I had known things would turn out like this, I'm not sure I would have done it.
And then Ray comes busting in the room.
It sounds like you're regretting a choice you made in the past.
I feel like maybe I spent 10 years going in the wrong direction.
Bro, the proxy, she's just reading the stuff
I
off.
feel like all I've contributed in my life is a chess piece for Raynor to use in this grand game he's playing for the world. Maybe someone else could feel proud and say, I made that chess piece. But it doesn't matter, does it? Nobody cares about the individual pieces. Chess pieces are sacrificed in the name of enacting a strategy. If you want to win, you have to sacrifice. That's the design. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this.
I bet Ray is listening in on this.
Imagine that you could have something that you wanted. What would you want?
What would I want? Like, what would I want in life? What I want in life is...
To kill all proxies! I want to murder them! Murder them! Let me see. From Evelyn's point of view, she doesn't want to be valued. She doesn't want success, power, or control. That's all Raynor. if I was to choose from Evelyn's point of view, I would say either to understand what's really going on or to be at peace with myself. Because the rest of them, the rest of these, the top one is Ray. The success power control is Rainer. The middle would be, I feel a little, either the middle would be Nora or Soren. From to understand what's going on down is like a mix of Soren and Nora. But I'm going with to be at peace because she seems like she needs peace.
Is that wrong? Or maybe I just wish I could feel connected to someone. Even when I talk to people, I feel like I just don't connect, no matter what I do.
You connect with Nora.
I think maybe that's the real problem. I can't have a connection to anyone.
Why do you think you can't have a connection with anyone?
Thanks, Proxy.
Because it's the way I am. It's the way I've always been. I can't seem to get people to see me, or I can't let them see me, or people look at me and they see something there, but it's not me. Not that I would know
they
what
see a
the real
Proxy.
me was. I don't even know who I am.
She's an Aquarius.
My parents were never together. My father moved back to Japan right after I was born. I have no memory of him, no knowledge of him. I've never spoken to him. I don't know if he remembers I exist, or if he forgot, or
Sound like you was a oops baby.
He has his own family there now, so I'm just a thing that happened once. I was alone a lot.
You were a oopsie.
And I got used to being alone, and I got used to the idea of being alone, and now I can't break away. I've been trying. I speak with people, I hang out.
I mean, she's not really
I don't know
alone.
if it's working.
Ray and Nora seem like real. I don't. Well, Ray, I'm on the fence about Ray, but Nora seems like a real friend.
With whom you feel like your communication could work?
Someone I can communicate with. Well,
Do I get to choose? Because Nora is the only one. Because if you talk to Soren and Rainer, for Rainer it leads back to the data. For Soren, it leads back to him because he's selfish. With Erlen, it leads back to Eliza as well. Ray, I don't like talking to Ray because she has there's certain things she says that's like a hint of jealousy. You know, to me. To me, it's like she has a hint of jealousy because I'm closer to Rainer than she is. That's why they put Nora at the top. Because even though Nora is a rebel, when you talk to her, she actually listens. She actively listens and gives feedback to you.
there's Nora. She's really talented and works really hard. She has so much to bring to the world, so much beauty and joy.
She actually treats you like
what she does, and
a friend.
I want to cheer her on as she makes incredible new things. I hope she knows how amazing she is.
Interesting. Evelyn, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Virtual Amphitheater. It may help you feel more confident about presenting yourself in public.
Girl, shut up.
You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your
And
phone.
then she just morphs into Rainer.
Try it for about 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week.
Sure.
We hope to see you back soon.
Evelyn knows that's not going to work because she's a proxy.
Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
Evelyn knows that's not going to work. It was
Goodbye.
useless.
Bye.
The proxy doesn't help. I'm not tipping her. No, let me go. Oh, you're going to make me? I'm going to give you a 1 star. Bye. She didn't even do anything. I don't know how to feel. Because nothing happened. So what it is, so Evelyn wanted, first of all, my proxy, she wasn't actively listening. She just went, She didn't go, in between her proxy. She just went, which lets me know you're not interested in doing anything. You're just sitting there reading off the prompt. You're getting paid, what, $45 a session for what? It's Cadillac money to not show any interest. That hoe probably was high. You know? So the Proxy drove 15 miles per hour in a 55. Exactly. What's up, Phantom? So it's like she didn't help. So Soren saying that it should be a person talking to you instead of an AI. I agree. Okay. I also agree with what Evelyn said all the way back in chapter 1 when she said that she likes that the proxy gives responses to talk to people, but she wishes that you could paraphrase it as if like you're human. That hoe was robotic. If I wanted to talk to Siri, I'd talk to my phone. Even though I don't have an Apple phone. How am I doing? I'm good. This is going to be one interesting episode when I upload it on YouTube. I'm doing more talking in this chapter than any of the other chapters. I don't know how to feel. I can't tell if I feel better or worse or anything. You probably don't feel anything. The only thing you found out is that Nora is your friend. I just want to lie down forever. Erlands, leave me alone.
Something occurred to me. Eliza's a little bit of a computer code attached to the corpus made from thousands of unhappy people who pour their miseries into it. It makes her some kind of god or spirit, doesn't it? A modern machine god that people pray to alleviate their pain.
You're being weird again.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I like having someone I can talk to about these thoughts. I thought Scandal would be filled with interesting people, but most of them are pretty boring.
Maybe Rainer wouldn't mind talking about that kind of thing. He likes big thoughts about past, future, and humanity. He does. As Beta.
Yeah, but he's my boss, and I need to be professional around him. When I hang out with people my age, it's just money, money, ambition. I can get the best job, best house, best partner. We can all start racing into a normal adult life as soon as we can.
Well, that's almost true for any stage of life, though. Most people never let that go, especially when you're in the rat race.
I mean, I'm like that myself. I took this job for the opportunity. But I don't know. I feel like it can't be the only thing. There has to be more to life, right?
Nope. I'm the wrong person to answer that. Even if I weren't, I'm not the kind of question. Wait. Even if I weren't, it's not the kind of question I can answer for you. There you go.
Haha.
Yeah, I understand. Maybe we should talk to someone more qualified. I just did an actual Eliza session for a first time.
Yeah, did it help?
Nope.
Haha. Yeah. I should probably be dog fooding all of our apps. Eliza and the rest of them too.
You should be what? Probably deleting them.
Eat your own dog food? You never heard of that one? It means use your own products. Now that I think about it, it's a weird phrase.
I might have to try something.
What do you mean?
Just thinking out loud. I'm not letting you know.
Not something bad, is it? I hope you learned something. Whatever it is you plan to do.
Yeah, my line. Chapter 6. Wait! I have to stop the recording.